Continuing Deuteronomy 22:6. A woman shall not wear that which pertains to a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination to the Lord thy God. If a bird's nest chance to be before thee in the way in any tree or on the ground, whether they be young ones or eggs, and the mother bird sitting upon the young or upon the eggs, thou shalt not take the mother bird together with the young, but thou shalt surely let the mother go, and take the young to thee, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days. When thou buildest a new house, then thou shalt make a parapet for thy roof, that thou bring not blood upon thy house, if any man fall from it. Thou shalt not sow the vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of the seed which thou hast sown and the fruit of the vineyard be forfeited. Thou shalt not plow with an ox and an ass together. Thou shalt not wear the garment of a diverse kinds, of woolen and linen together. Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four corners of thy covering, with which thou coverest thyself. If any man take a wife, and go into her, and hate her, and lay accusing speeches against her, and bring out an evil name upon her, saying, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not to be a virgin, then shall the father of the girl and her mother take and bring forth the tokens of the girl's virginity to the elders of the city in thy gate. And the girl's father shall say to the elders, I gave my daughter to this man to wife, and he hated her, and lo, he has laid accusing speeches against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a virgin. Yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. And the elders of the city shall take that man and chastise him. And they shall fine him 100 shekels of silver, and give them to the father of the girl, because he has brought out an evil name upon a virgin of Israel. And she shall be his wife, and he may not put her away all his days. But if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity not be found for the girl, then they shall bring out the girl to the door of her father's house, and the men of the city shall stone her with stones, that she die, because she has perpetrated wantonness in Israel, to play the harlot in her father's house. So shalt thou put evil away from among you. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put evil away from Israel. If a girl that is a virgin be betrothed to a husband, and the man find her in the city and lie with her, then you shall bring them both out to the gate of that city, and you shall stone them with stones that they die, the girl because she cried not, being in the city, and the man because he has humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you. But if a man find a betrothed girl in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then only the man that lie with her shall die. But to the girl thou shalt do nothing. There is in the girl no sin worthy of death. For as when a man rises against his neighbor and slays him, even so is this matter. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed maiden cried out, but there was none to save her. If a man find a girl that is a virgin, who is not betrothed, and lay hold of her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give to the girl's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he has humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. A man shall not take his father's wife, nor uncover his father's skirt. He that is wounded in the stones, or has a privy member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to his 10th generation shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord? Shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord? An Ammonite or a Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to their 10th generation shall they not enter into the congregation of the Lord forever, because they met you not with bread and with water in the way when you came out of Mitzrayim, and because they hired against thee Bilam, the son of Beor, from Petor of Aram Naharaim, to curse thee. But the Lord thy God would not hearken to Bilam. But thy Lord thy God turned the curse into a blessing unto thee, because the Lord thy God loved thee. Thou shalt not seek their peace nor their prosperity all the days forever. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor a Mizraim, because thou wast a stranger in his land. The children that are begotten of them shall enter into the congregation of the Lord in their 3rd generation. When thou goest out to encamp against thy enemies, then keep thee from every evil thing. If there be among you any man that is not clean by reason of uncleanness, that chances by night, then shall he go abroad out of the camp. He shall not come within the camp, but it shall be, when evening comes on, he shall bathe himself in water, and when the sun is down, he shall come into the camp again. Thou shalt have a place also outside the camp where thou shalt withdraw thyself, and thou shalt have a spade among thy weapons. And it shall be, when thou wilt ease thyself outside, thou shalt dig with it, and thou shalt turn back and cover thy excrement. For the Lord thy God walks in the midst of the camp to deliver thee, and to give up thy enemies before thee. Therefore shall thy camp be holy, that he see no unclean thing in thee, and turn away from thee. Thou shalt not deliver to his master the servant who is escaped from his master to thee. He shall dwell with thee among you, in that place which he shall choose in one of thy gates, where it likes him best. Thou shalt not oppress him. There shall be no female prostitute of the daughters of Israel, nor a male prostitute of the sons of Israel. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a prostitute, or the price of a dog, into the house of the Lord thy God for any vow, for both these are abominations to the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not give interest to thy brother, interest of money, interest of foodstuff, interest of anything that is lent upon interest. To a stranger thou mayest give interest, but to thy brother thou shalt not give interest, that the Lord thy God may bless thee in all that thou settest thy hand to in the land into which thou goest to possess it. When thou shalt vow to the Lord thy God, thou shalt not be slack to pay it, for the Lord thy God will surely require it of thee, and it would be a sin in thee. But if thou shalt forbear to vow, it shall be no sin in thee. That which is gone out of thy lips thou shalt keep and perform, according as thou hast vowed of thy free will to the Lord thy God, which thou hast promised with thy mouth. When thou comest into thy neighbor's vineyard, then thou mayest eat thy fill of grapes at thy desire, but thou shalt not put any in thy vessel. When thou comest into the standing corn of thy neighbor, then thou mayest pluck the ears with thy hand, but thou shalt not move a sickle to thy neighbor's standing corn. When a man has taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he's found some unseemliness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorce, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorce, and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house, or if the latter husband who took her to be his wife should die, then her former husband who sent her away may not take her again to be his wife, after she is defiled, for that is abomination before the Lord. And thou shalt not cause the land to be sinful, which the Lord thy God gives thee for an inheritance. That's Deuteronomy 23 up to 23:5.